Don't forget to keep checking out the links down in the description. Anything you can do to help the vulnerable communities that I have listed down below is better than doing nothing. Fair warning, I am getting better from a head cold. It's not the big sick, but I'm getting better from a head cold, so I apologize for just everything in this video. But to make myself feel better, I gave myself my little butterfly clips today, so. Hello Friendsies, welcome back to my channel. Today, let's talk about white boys. Because everybody, I know this because I am chronically online. Everybody has a white boy that no matter his crimes, in a joking way, no matter his crimes, you love him. Fan favorites seem to be like Andrew Garfield, Henry Cavill. Who's the other one I'm thinking of? Like Tom Holland. He's a white boy that everybody is in love with. I want to talk about mine, and then I want to talk about my like history of white boys. And then I want to talk about my white boy of the month, okay? Because I think this is hilarious, and I think everybody will have their white boy of the month. I know one of my best friends is Tom Hiddleston. That's her white boy of the month. I know Andrew Garfield. I mentioned him because it's another one of my best friends. The other two, I think I know what theirs are, but I don't know for sure because we don't talk about it often. But now this is going to be a topic of conversation often. So let's talk about white boys. So my original white boys, in my most recent memory, my original white boys, parentheses S, have been 5 Seconds of Summer. I have made multiple videos about 5 Seconds of Summer. I have 3 tattoos. I have Tally lyrics on my arms, right? We know this about me. If you've been here for a while, we know this about me. I love 5 Seconds of Summer. And Callum is not white, and he is actually my favorite member of the band. But the other 3 are my white boys. I feel like other people will say that like One Direction are like their white boys, and then obviously like not counting Zayn. Zayn and the Cracker Quartet, as they're fondly known. So yeah, 5 Seconds of Summer were my original white boys. Michael being my favorite of the white boys. No offense to Ashton and Luke. They just, you know, don't really do it for me in that way. Michael is my absolute favorite white boy. You know why? Because as soon as I got into them, I've always really liked the, like, I've never been cool enough to do it. I've never been able to pull off the look because fat people aren't really welcome in any fashion scene. But the pop punk, like, fashion and, like, aesthetic has always been my favorite. I was on, like, 2012 to 2014 Tumblr, so the whole, like, pastel pop punk Tumblr vibes were my life. And that's, like, the age I grew up in as well. My 2 older brothers, one of them was, like, heavily into, like, rap music, and the other one was heavily into, like, pop punk music. So I grew up with, like, that combo. Gym Class Heroes, you know, that kind of vibe. So it was no surprise that 5 Seconds of Summer became, like, an obsession for me. And Michael is my favorite of the white boys because of, I think, like, how he was always dyeing his hair and just, like, the fact that he played guitar, and I feel like he always kind of dressed the grungiest out of all of them. Callum always dressed more like the cool guy of the pop punk group, and Michael was, like, the grungiest one, and I was just really into that. Also, I have dyed my hair a million colors since the time I was, like, 12, 13, so I was like, oh my god, relatable! But Callum is my favorite in 5 Seconds of Summer. Even though he's not a white boy, he is my favorite one. Okay? Okay. So we're gonna say that was like my teen years, we'll say, even though I was like 22 at the oldest in that kind of phase. And I still love them, don't get me wrong. They're just not my like specific white boy of the month. My most recent white boy of the month has been Chris Evans. Obviously. I feel like Chris Evans is everyone's white boy. I call him a white boy. He's a grown-ass man. He is a white man, and those are terrifying. But he was a white boy for a while. And Sebastian Stan, obviously, Bucky Barnes and I are the same people. So that shouldn't be surprising. And Sebastian Stan is just a good-looking dude. No, I have not seen his new movie. I refuse to see it. I haven't even seen the fucking Avengers movies. I have not seen any Marvel movie except for the first Avenger, and I'm not going to change that because I don't believe in what Marvel Studios does. I believe in fanfiction authors who understand the characters more than the Russo brothers ever did. And now my current white boy of the month found this dude on TikTok, and I think I know he does Minecraft videos. I'm not going to watch them because the fandom that it's in from being chronically online I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not getting into it. No offense. Like, if you're into it, no offense. I'm not judging you. Just as a 26-year-old woman, I'm not going near that specific fandom. It's a personal choice. I'm not shading you. I'm not judging you. It's not for me, okay? But I know this kid, because I call him a kid. He's like, I think he's like my age. I call him a kid, but I heard about him through TikTok because of other things. You know why I got on this? Because I'm on like cosplay TikTok. I've made a whole video about cosplay that I've done. I have it up in here in the links. I'm on cosplay TikTok quite a lot. And a lot of people that are like in this fandom make fucking incredible cosplays of some of these characters. The Technoblade? People who cosplay Technoblade are fucking sick. They have the coolest costumes I've ever seen in my life. I actually have thirst followed a couple cosplayers because of their Technoblade cosplays. But like I said, yep, that's all I need to know about that fandom. Anyway, so my white boy of the month is what's Wilbur Soot? Is that his thing? His like name? I have all of his music from his band on my phone on Spotify, Lovejoy. But Mr. Soot, I think is what we're jokingly calling him, is my white boy. I really like his band Lovejoy, and I think... So, I talked about 5 Seconds of Summer. I have not been into a lot of their recent music after Young Blood, and like, I liked Teeth. It took me a couple listens to like Teeth, but I ended up liking Teeth. I never listened to... Was Wildflower their album after that? I didn't really listen to Wildflower. I don't really have an interest in Wildflower. I have been into 5 Seconds of Summer since I was about 18. So, and I'm 26 now. It's almost been 10 years. So you know what I mean? Like, I don't dislike them. I have 3 tattoos and I don't regret them. I just am not super into their new music. So I think what happened is, you know, through TikTok and everything, finding Lovejoy is like perfect because I really, really like their music. I really like what they're putting out. Pebble Brain slaps. I like Taunt and I like Concrete. 2 of my favorite songs. I think what happened is 5 Seconds of Summer, I kind of like faded out with a little bit, and then a group of white men playing music with like guitars and everything, and they have accents, and they're tall. And I was like, yes, another one! But yeah, Mr. Soot, the lead singer, I am into. He is my white boy of the month. And you know what else helps him be my white boy of the month? I've talked about this, I think, before in videos. Shelby Shovel. That's a new fucking thing that I've just always called her Shovel, but Shelby Shovel, I have loved her forever. I followed her forever. I've followed her since, if you guys have watched Shovel for a while, since Harmony Hollow. I've been subscribed to her and following her, and I adore her. And her and Will, is it Will or Wilbur? I'm gonna say Will. Her and Will have like been on different like teams, and they've like done different videos together, and I like watching like the Phasmophobia videos. I never catch her streams. She kind of streams at weird times compared to when I'm working, so I don't get to watch her streams. But I like her Phasmophobia videos, and I like the way the 2 of them interact, and as a bisexual, I'm in love with Shelby and Will, and I think the 3 of us could make the bi flag with our Minecraft beds. I've played Minecraft like a handful of times, but sometimes, especially with the Caves and Cliffs update, it triggers my vertigo, so I don't get to play it as much, which sucks! But the 3 of us could make the bi flag with our Minecraft beds, and that's all I'm saying. It's only a love triangle if all 3 of us hold hands. I love how I wanted to talk about white boys of the month, and I ended up talking about being in a polycule. Okay, I'm gonna cut the video off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and if you have a white boy of the month, let me know down in the comments, because I love white boys. I was having this thought the other day. I made a video last June talking about like questioning my sexuality, and the thing is, like, I heavily identify with bisexual, and I will like take my flag to my grave. But I find it sometimes easier to call myself queer just because of different things that I've questioned and everything. But I do really love boys. I do. I love boys. They're so cute. I just hate toxic masculinity. I don't know where this is going. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Where did I go? Where do I ever go when I film these videos? What is wrong with me?